Habits you thought were healthy but are silently harming older adults. Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Elderly Voices. I'm Dr. Eric Bergman, and if you're over 60, caring for a loved one who is, or simply looking to age gracefully, this message is for you. Today, I want to start with a question that may surprise you. What if the very habits you rely on to stay healthy are slowly breaking your body down? I know it sounds strange. After all, we live in a world filled with wellness advice, rules about food, sleep, activity, all meant to keep us in good shape. But what if I told you, especially for older adults, some of those so-called healthy habits become dangerous with age? Let me tell you about Margaret, a vibrant 72-year-old woman I met a few years ago. She lived alone in a quiet neighborhood in Vermont. She cooked her own meals, took her vitamins, and followed every rule she thought would protect her health. She avoided meat, cut out sugar, went to bed by 9 p.m. every night, and never sat still for too long. She was proud of her routine. But one morning she fainted in her garden. Her neighbor called 911, and she was rushed to the hospital. When I saw her, she was pale, weak, and emotionally drained. Her test results shocked everyone. Margaret was severely malnourished, her blood pressure was unstable, her muscles were wasting away, and her stress hormones were sky high. And the worst part? It wasn't disease. It wasn't aging. It was her healthy habits. Yes, her commitment to doing everything right was silently damaging her body. That day, I realized how many older adults fall into the same trap. That's why in this episode, we're uncovering the truth behind. Fire 3 habits you thought were healthy but are silently harming older adults. These habits are so common. They're likely part of your daily routine or someone you love. But once you understand why they become harmful with age, you'll be empowered to make simple changes that can boost your energy, protect your brain, strengthen your body, and even extend your life. Let's dive in. Prohibited habit number 1. Eating less. To stay fit, the dangerous myth of undereating. You've probably heard the phrase, "I don't eat much anymore. I'm older now." Or maybe, "I just eat some soup and fruit. It's healthier that way." This is one of the most dangerous myths for older adults. Margaret believed it too. She had cut out meat, rice, bread. She said they were heavy foods. She survived on steamed vegetables, crackers, and tea. But her body was starving for protein, calories, and essential nutrients. After age 60, the body starts losing muscle mass naturally each year. Without enough protein and nutrients, that process speeds up, leading to weakness, fatigue, and even falls. You may feel lighter, but you're losing strength where you need it most. According to the American Society for Nutrition, older adults need at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, even more than young adults. When you don't get enough, your body starts breaking down its own muscle tissue to survive. In Margaret's case, lab results showed low vitamin B12, iron, and albumin levels, clear signs of malnutrition. She wasn't just tired, she was breaking down from the inside out. White heavy checkmark what to do instead. Include protein in every meal: eggs, fish, chicken, legumes, dairy, tofu. Don't skip healthy carbs, sweet potatoes, oats, brown rice, whole wheat bread. Add healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, nuts. If you feel full quickly, eat smaller meals more often. 4 to 5 mini meals a day is okay. Consider a multivitamin after consulting your doctor. Pot of food. Remember, eating well isn't just about less. It's about the right fuel for your age. Prohibited habit number 2. Forcing 8 hours of sleep. Why your body may not need it. We've all been told, you need 8 hours of sleep to be healthy. But for older adults, this golden rule can turn into a nightmare. James, 68, was one of my patients. He followed a strict sleep schedule, in bed by 9 p.m., lights off, no distractions. Yet, every morning he woke up groggy, exhausted, and anxious about not sleeping well. But because he was forcing sleep, not allowing it. Older adults sleep differently. Deep sleep shortens, and we wake more during the night. It's natural. But when we obsess over hitting the 8-hour mark, we create unnecessary stress that actually harms sleep. Worse, forcing your body to stay in bed for 8 hours when it's not tired can lead to restlessness, daytime fatigue, increased anxiety, poorer cognitive performance. White heavy checkmark what to do instead. I'll focus on sleep quality, not quantity. Aim for 6 to 7 hours of restful sleep, plus a 20 to 30-minute nap if needed. Keep a consistent sleep-wake routine, even on weekends. Turn off screens 1 hour before bed and try light stretching or reading. If you wake during the night, get up for a few minutes, then return calmly. Sleeping face sleep tip. Your brain doesn't need a perfect 8, it needs peaceful rest. Prohibited habit number 3, staying busy all day, the burnout of productive aging. Have you ever said, if I stop moving, I'll fall apart? Or, I can't sit still, there's always something to do? It sounds admirable. But this keep busy at all costs mentality is slowly burning out many older adults. Margaret fell into this trap. She kept her calendar packed, laundry, cooking, errands, church events, helping her neighbors. She hadn't taken a proper day to rest in years. It gave her purpose, but it drained her soul. Chronic busyness activates your stress response system, keeping cortisol levels high. Over time, this leads to high blood pressure, weakened immune function, sleep issues, emotional fatigue, increased risk of heart disease. And the cruel irony? Many older adults stay busy out of guilt, the feeling that if they rest, they are being lazy or less useful. White heavy checkmark what to do instead. Schedule 30 minutes daily for quiet time. Sit, breathe, enjoy stillness. Try relaxing activities, light gardening, painting, knitting, puzzles. Practice saying no, protect your energy. Learn to recognize rest as a vital health practice, not a weakness. Real rest helps your mind reset, your heart recover, and your body heal. So here we are, dear friends. We've peeled back the curtain on 3 habits that many older adults hold on to, not out of ignorance, but out of love for life, a desire to stay healthy, and sometimes a fear of slowing down. 1. Eating less to stay light, not realizing the body is starving for strength. 2. Chasing 8 hours of perfect sleep when restful, flexible sleep is what truly matters. 3. Staying endlessly busy in the name of being useful while ignoring the body's call to rest. Each of these habits may seem harmless. In fact, they were once helpful. In youth, eating lighter, pushing yourself, maintaining strict routines, they may have served you well. But aging is a new chapter. And like any chapter, it asks for new wisdom. Let me tell you what happened with Margaret. After she left the hospital, we worked together to rebuild her body and her mindset. She started adding protein to her meals, taking short naps in the afternoon, and giving herself permission to rest. I'll never forget the first day she brought me a painting she'd made, a small watercolor of wildflowers. She smiled and said, "For the first time in years, I feel like I'm living for myself, not just surviving for others." Her face glowed with peace. Not perfection. Not performance. Just peace. And that's the gift I wish for you. Because gentle change isn't about turning your life upside down. It's about honoring your body where it is. Listening to the signals. Letting go of pressure. Choosing nourishment over restriction, rest over guilt, and truth over routine. Aging well isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most, and doing it with grace and self-compassion. So ask yourself, brain, am I eating to fuel my strength, or to control my weight? ZZZ, am I sleeping in sync with my body, or fighting an ideal? Hourglass, not am I filling my time out of joy, or out of fear of feeling useless? These are not just health questions, they're life questions. And your answers will shape the quality of your days from here forward. White heavy checkmark final tips for gentle change. Start small. Adjust one habit this week, add a source of protein to lunch, skip the guilt when resting. Track energy, not numbers. Notice how your body feels, not how many hours you sleep or tasks you complete. Talk to your doctor, especially about nutrition, sleep needs, and emotional well-being. Connect with others. Share your journey with a friend, neighbor, or community group. Remember, even one small step can lead to a healthier, more joyful life. Speech balloon, have you been holding on to a habit that may no longer serve you? Have you made a gentle change that helped you feel better? I'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments below, because when we talk, we heal. When we listen, we grow. And when we walk together, no one feels left behind. This is Dr. Eric Bergman, thanking you for joining me on Elderly Voices. Until next time, may you walk gently, eat wisely, sleep peacefully, and live fully, one beautiful moment at a time.